Down there is where Bigfoot lives. It's true. So hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. We are in big trouble. So we are about to till in between our corn rows, rows of corn up here, and then some beans and okra and whatnot. I have a video that's already uploaded right now. I just got to hit public for you, and then I've got another one that's already going up for tomorrow morning. This one could interrupt. After the one that's uploaded right now, this one may just interrupt the other one. And because we had to go to Knoxville today, I got my car back finally after almost a month waiting on parts to fix it. I mean, there's another whole issue right there we could talk about. And I was scrolling through some videos and just, looking at things as James drove or whatever. And I have not seen until today what the USDA is reporting this past week in terms of inflation. Maybe you've seen it. I will tell you right now that Glenn Beck specifically spoke about it today, and I have the article, and I'm going to link it below for you. And what caught my attention is talking about the speculation of prices that we're about to start seeing skyrocket again, and what we could see again. What's it going to be by fall? Which, this conversation is happening in a lot of places. In context of many different things. It's not just food. It's not just food shortages. It's not just gas prices or diesel. It's also shortages. It is so many things that we are all experiencing at one time. Like I've been saying for a long time, it's like every single day we're getting smacked around by something new every single day. I will tell you though, I got very upset. I'm not even gonna lie, because let me give you a little background. A couple months ago, it hasn't been that long. You can scroll back into my playlist here, uploaded videos, and you're gonna see that I was talking about, and actually I've talked about this theme in many different videos about how you're gonna feel the pain. You're gonna feel the pain that the farmer has felt. You're gonna feel the pain that the truckers are feeling. All of this, no one is getting out of this nightmare that we are currently experiencing with the clown show driving the car. We are all going to feel some absolute pain, and one way or another. Because maybe you don't raise chickens. Maybe you don't plant corn. Okay, well, you eat. And when people like me, and we're telling you and telling you and telling you, and then you have large ag, truckers, the people that I like to say that are on the front lines of a lot of the issues that we are seeing and continuing to see, when they're continually telling you over and over, this is what's happening, this is what's happening, this is what's coming, if this doesn't change here, this is what's going to happen. And it's like all of it's coming to a head. But here's the thing, I did a video talking about how, and many of you have commented, many of you understand, many of you are there right there with me. You understand the prices of the feed for your animals, the feed for your chickens. And when I started selling eggs again this season, and I did the math, I talk about all of this on my video. We were looking at $11.50 a dozen, per dozen, that I would have to sell my eggs for to catch up with and to even out the cost of just my chicken feed. Because see, I hadn't been selling my eggs over winter. That's not abnormal, or not a lot of sales. Chickens slow down. People are busy, the holidays, other things that have been going on. But my point is when I started selling again, and the price of chicken feed and the price of all of these things had gone up, well, I didn't change my prices. So the math came out, which I show you in the video, that you're looking at I think it was $11.50, not 11. I was going to have to sell my eggs for this huge price just to break even, just to pay for my feed. And we talked about ways to get feed cheaper, how to stretch your grains, fermenting. Go back not too long ago, and we've already been down this. We already jumped into this, cul-de-sac. But now you are looking at people talking about eggs being $1 each. Well, if that were to come to pass, and that's it's like, don't think it's not going to happen. With the way that things are rolling and the way things they're saying are going to double inflation. I mean, we're looking at the worst inflation, basically in over 40 years. You already know this. But to see a number and to see somebody more mainstream saying it when you and I have been saying it for weeks and months now, we're the egg farmers. Small, but we still are. We're the people tending to the livestock. We're the ones sitting back over and over going, why is this catching fire? Why is that caught on fire? Why is this not being sold anymore? Why can't we find this anymore? Why are our babies not being fed? I'm just going to tell you, I got physically ill. I got sick because all of this is really truly happening. This is not me just sounding off on my little YouTube channel, yeehaw, and trying to scare you. Y'all, this stuff is really happening. And I know you're the crowd that gets it. So let me just bounce here. All right, let's just ping pong go. I know. But I think the real stress is because I have people in my life, just like you have people in your life. It's like they're just not listening. And the funny thing is they know. They're not stupid. But it's like this. You can ask them, like, do you understand what inflation is? Do you understand what this means? Do you understand what this can cost? Do you understand? I mean, what is going to happen? And this is a point that was brought up today. What is going to happen if we bounce forward another 4, 6, 8 weeks and we start pushing into, mid-late July into that August timeline? And gas has gone up 10 cents here today. Just, and it's gone up. I've seen a lot of you out there. It's just gone up. Like, hey, here I am going up. And it's like nobody. And you have individuals, all of these individuals that see it just like you. They see it just like me. And they're not doing anything about it. I made a video today talking about what's it going to be like for you when these people show up and need help. And this video right now that I'm talking to you about and all the subjects I'm whining and ranting about because I'm irritated. You should be more than irritated. The fact of the matter is, do you know how much pressure that puts on people like me and you? I know you know this. Just let me say it. If you're one of these people that have not done anything yet for yourself in terms of food storage, getting extra cat food, trying to store away a little extra gas, putting away a little extra money, paying off your whatever, I don't know what your story is. But the pressure that you are putting on other people that care is immense. But really, in the end, the pain that you are going to feel in a very short bit is going to be immense. What is it going to be like in the next 4 to 6, 8 weeks if all this inflation really starts kicking in again, or we're going into that phase again, but gas, as we've already discussed before, has already been said that we're looking at a national average of $6.29 a gallon. We already know that Los Angeles, this came out yesterday or the day before, some of you folks out in California, you're paying over $8 a gallon. How in the dickens are you paying for that? $8 a gallon for gas, over $9 a gallon for diesel. I mean, I just don't even understand how that is just not like flipping people out. So this is what we're headed for. So what is it going to be like come the first week of August when you have to send little Jimmy back to, the public school system when they can't even put diesel in the school buses, and you're gonna be lucky to make him a peanut butter and jelly. Oh, sorry, you'll make him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with no peanut butter. I guess you better figure out what jelly he likes, because there's not going to be any peanut butter on the bread apparently either. So after we got our vehicle, he's gonna take on the first row or two, and then I'll take one or two. We had to wait until basically 8 o'clock tonight. It got up in the almost middle. It was like 94 degrees today. You got to wait until you got to be early morning, or you got to be late evening to do work like this. We're supposed to get rain tomorrow, so we're trying to get some of this done tonight, and then I'll prep some things early morning, and then hopefully we'll get all this rain. But here's the deal. I went to Aldi, so I'm reading these articles. We finally got our car back. I was really worried because of parts. Trust me when I tell you, and you guys know it as well as I do, please talk about it. The parts shortage situation is so for real, it is scary. Fortunately for me, I only had a minor piece or two that were damaged. It took 3 different weeks to get it in. We got lucky, thank you Lord, if you want to call it that, and got the piece in. They did a great job. I'm ready to go. But be aware to be very careful when you're driving, and be aware of your surroundings because you may not be able to get your car fixed. I mean, this is not a joke. Inflation is not a joke. The shortages are not a joke. The gas prices are not this is not a joke. Please, if you need to send this video to somebody in your life that is not listening, send it. They can despise me. I don't care, because this is the thing. We have got to wake up out of this nightmare. We are in nothing short but a nightmare that's going to get worse and worse. What is it going to be like when people can't afford to buy eggs? Aldi, here in East Tennessee, you've probably been seeing that people have limits here and there on different things. One of the Aldis that I went to today, eggs. I have never in my life, maybe you've already seen it, that's great. Comment, say whatever you want to say. We have never seen limits on eggs. I haven't. If it's been here, I missed it because I don't shop for eggs. But I happened to walk by that and I went, limit 3. So right now, if you go to the Aldi, one of the local Aldis, and you want to buy you got something coming up and you need a bunch of eggs, you're only allowed 3 dozen. Limit 3. I've never seen a limit of eggs on eggs in my life. Water, limit 4. Don't worry about having a limit on chicken, because honey, unless you buy a little patty that's frozen in the frozen section, which I was surprised was even there, forget it. You're practically not getting any chicken there. Go somewhere else and see if you luck out. I can tell you we had limits at a local Food Lion. Chicken, 2. So I'm just saying, we continue to see on a daily basis. It's happening so much, these weird fires and these weird recalls and these weird things. I think people are tuning it out. I do. I think people are, oh, there's another one. Did you hear about that? Yeah, well, there's another one. It's all adding up. So it's like this, which is worse? Which is worse? Are you going to be able to get the foods you want in the amounts that you need or want? Or if you can, are you going to be able to afford it? Are you going to be able to even be able to afford to drive to the store? So I just want to say, first and foremost, again, thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a great community. Thank you for all the new subs and all the support from all the folks that have followed me for years. We hit the 300,000 today, so I've made several videos today, but I'm consumed a little bit right now with being concerned about what's going on. I mean, we're living life and we're doing our due diligence, and we've had a great week as a family, but I'm just saying, it's a reminder to keep doing what you're doing. If you're not doing anything yet, holy moly, you better get going like never before. Everything counts now. Everything counts. Every single thing that you can do to make yourself a little bit more self-sufficient, to put a little bit more back in your pantry. Sugar, flour, eggs. There's different ways to preserve eggs, different types of eggs, freezer freeze dry, dehydrate. You can even get these things. They're pricey, but they are somewhat available. All the things we've talked about all this time, and to tell you that inflation is the problem. Gas prices and inflation is a major problem. It does not need to be overlooked or dismissed, underplayed, because like I said, we keep creeping in the direction that we are in and the direction that they are telling you you are in. You're not just watching some little crazy redneck girl in East Tennessee telling you what she thinks. Folks, this is what everybody is telling you now. There's no secret. Please do everything that you can to be self-sufficient as best as you can. You've got to be busy. If this scares you, if this doomsday you, well, you know, I'm not the one that's created all of this crisis situation that you're in. I didn't do it. Nobody on YouTube did it. We didn't do it. With as hokey as you may think some of these channels are with all their doomsday, and I get you, I know what you're talking about. I know, I see it too. At the end of the day, though, they're not to blame. And at the end of the day, when these things all come to a head, because when it happens. They still told you to. Be very proactive. Pray. Stay busy. You're on the right path. Don't let anybody get in your way, y'all. Don't let anybody stop you. And if you are still considering doing things that are unnecessary right now in your life, I want you to have fun at the beach. I want you to have fun on the boat. But if you don't have a pantry packed away full as a tick and your business squared away, you need to reevaluate your priorities. I will tell you this, I will tell her that, I will tell him that, I will tell my mama that, I will tell my son that. Anybody, and I don't say that to be hateful. I say that because it's true and because I love you. And we have got to get through this. All right, I think it's my turn to till. We're gonna stay busy, all right? Like, subscribe, share, don't stop. We'll see you on the next video.